What's up? What's happening? How's it going? I hope it's a Monday, and I hope everybody... Oh, I did have a bottle of water down here. I didn't even realize that. How y'all doing, man? I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody is doing good. Peace. I come in peace. Oh, I come in peace. Got a lot of FUs today. Holy smoke, man. Got a lot of FUs. I expected it. There was zero doubt in my mind that these socialists were going to go down easy. We're going to go down without a fight. I knew it. I think we all saw that coming. But what's going on with you people? What's going on today? Man, awesome day. Went and actually had a sit-down meeting with Brad Kohler today. I know. Everybody's like, what? I had a sit-down meeting with Brad Kohler today. Brad is still heavily invested. Because I got Brad Kohler into the black community. So we had a sit down. Brad and I had a sit down. We had a talk today about certain things that's going on with him. So that was a good thing. That was a good thing for he and I to sit down and hash some things out. So that was one good part of my day. Another good part of my day is basically I went down to Cub Foods and I thanked a lot of people down in North Minneapolis. Well, I was at the church. I had to go to the church today. I was at the church most of the day today. We were doing some things. And then I took the rest of the time of my day and went over there on Broadway and I went to Cub Foods. And I just thank all the people for showing up, for coming out, black people showing up and coming out and voting. That area over there, even though I was told today there was no black people in Ward 4, which I thought was pretty funny. But Ward 4 and Ward 5 showed up and showed out. They did. Black people showed up and showed out. I mean, and I anybody over there in North Minneapolis will tell you, I had churches, I had barbershops, I was dealing with beauty salons. If I saw somebody, if I was driving around down there and I saw somebody old enough to vote, or even some of the people who I thought couldn't vote, I still say, hey, anybody in your household, man, I need for black people to get up and let's go right now. Now is the time. We basically have to save. You don't understand how important this election is. That we cannot. I know we chilling. Like I told him, hey, Chef, how you doing, man? I hope everything's good with you. Hello, Christo. I hope everything is good with you. But, and I didn't get paid a dime. And I want people to understand. I want people to understand that. And hold on. I'm going to show you why. And I would have done it for free anyway. See, because of my kidney failure And because I'm basically on medical assistance, I cannot make any money. I can't. Because the money the money that, is made through my 401k puts me over the limit of money that I can make. So I can't make any money. I can't take any money from anybody. I can't put any money in my pocket. I can't work for anybody, and I can't help anybody. So let me make sure y'all understand that, because I know a lot of these socialist fools came on my platform and swore up and down that I got paid for what I did for Mayor Fry. Go. Anybody can go to Mayor Fry and say, I want to see your books. And I can guarantee you, my name is not on his books. I don't do what I do, whether it's helping people, whether it's hunting people down, whether it's feeding people, for not one iota. I have never, let me make sure y'all understand what I'm saying here. I have never made one dime off any of the work that I've ever done. Nothing. Ain't asked nobody for nothing. I was not called. And that's what messes up a lot of these black folks in the community. Because it's unheard of. No. Seriously, I'm not kidding y'all when I say this. It's unheard of somebody doing work in the black community and don't get paid, or not making money, or doing something. It's unheard of. It is. You want me to door knock? You got to pay me money. You want me to go feed the homeless or feed this or pick up needles, and you got to pay me money. But the miles that I put on my feet, walking Ward 4, 5, Summer 6. I was over in Riverside, all up and down Broadway, all up and down Laurie. Anybody who gave me the opportunity to talk to them, I'm shaking their hand. I'm shaking, and I did not call Fry. I had a phone call with Fry, and I told him point blank, what can I do to get you back in the office? What can I do? I got the black churches together. We had meetings after meetings after meetings talking about why we should be voting for this man, how important it is. And not only that, we're talking about what we're going to do for the future. Not only that, finally, a collective of people. I got people in the meeting room there at Cub Foods, black people. You go down Laurie Avenue, go down there to the corner of Penn and Laurie and see all the black people down there with Mexican people and everybody. There wasn't one person on that corner that I did not shake their hands and tell them why they should be voting for Fry. So it was a record turnout. Black people don't usually vote like this. We don't. I'm up on Penn and 36. Everybody at that corner store. Now, I know half of y'all can't vote, but hey, do me a favor, brother. I need you to go find people who can't vote. I need them voting. I need them voting right now. We have to. Crystal said, "I'm so proud of your groundwork." Well, I'm out there. I'm usually out there anyway, Crystal. So if I'm out there anyway, I might as well talk to him. I'm up there on Hennepin Avenue at the library. Everybody at the Hennepin, go up there and ask them people over there. if I was not up there bugging them. I'm on First Avenue, talking to the people on First Ave. Any place I knew my people were going to be, I was there. Any place I knew black folk were going to be, and if I ran into a few Mexicans and all that, can you vote? They'd be like, no. Oh, and good. Hey, see you later. I got to go. But I got to do me a favor and find me somebody you know. That's what I told them. I need you to find somebody you know, because I know there's a lot of Mexicans. Reached out to Victor. Talked to him. Victor, I need you to get your people going, man. I need you to talk to these people. I visit church after church after church after church, telling them how important it is that they need to get out and vote. I even was down at Arbor Lights. I don't know if you ever been to Arbor Lights, but what Arbor Lights is what is a homeless shelter. Those people have every right to vote too. I was all up in that homeless shelter. That homeless shelter housed over 700 some odd people up there. If I'm gonna come by here every other week and drop y'all some stuff off, y'all know me. I need you to go, and if you need a ride or whatever, I'll come pick you up. I'll come get you and take you to vote. But I was up in the Arbor Lights, man. I'm serious, dog. I was everywhere. You name it, I was everywhere. This election right here was so important. It wasn't even funny. And I was not about to sit back and let these fools take over this. People can say what they want about Minneapolis. They can. But as long as the people who walk in my church live and want to live in that community as they pastor, I will fight tooth and nail. Nope. People always said, oh, you don't. I lived in Minneapolis. During the Murder-apolis days. I live at 2729 North 3rd Street. If you're ever in Minneapolis, go by it and you see how I was in the middle of the killing. The church at the time that I attended, I wasn't a preacher there. But I'm at the same church. That church buried black men every time we turned around. My wife was not allowed to drive down Lowry. That's why I'm glad Pearl won. You know what, Crystal? I've got to get Pearl to my church because her ward, my church sits in her ward, Crystal. So if you know her, I need you to do me a favor. If you know her, Crystal, I need you to do me a favor. I need her to come into the church because the very people who help her get into office sits in the seats of my church. So if she can come by the church, she don't have to stay. I just need her to drop in, Crystal, wave her hand so everybody know who she is now. They know it's not Jeremy no more, which is a good thing. So we can get behind her. We can talk to her. When things go downhill, when we find bodies in the garbage cans next to our church, which we did, we know who to go to. So if you can set that up for me, Crystal, I'll definitely appreciate it. But the point that I was making to everybody is just how important it is for us to get out and start exercising our right to vote, right? We bitch and moan about some of everything, but one of the most important things when we talking about voting, we don't go do. We don't. We don't. So that was my mindset. Asking people, what do I have to do? What do I have to do to get you to go vote? How important it is? Do you know how important it is for you to go vote? That was my only That was my only spill to them. What do I have to do to get you to go vote? And then I told them how important it was. And I made them understand how important it was for them to go out and vote. That's all I did. I didn't do anything, not pat myself on the back. I didn't do anything special. I just tried to make sure they understood that they needed to get out. This time. One more time and save the city of Minneapolis. Because if you don't, y'all are going to be in some serious, serious trouble. And congratulations to Mayor Fry on his victory. The people of Minneapolis have spoken. And one of the things the people of Minneapolis have said loud and clear, that socialism will not, it could stay in New York, but here in Minneapolis, it's not going to happen. Socialism isn't something that we want. It isn't. It's not a good thing for black folks because we all know how the Democrats, the socialist Democrats, want to run socialism. I'm one of those black people who believe that the government needs to stay out of our business. I don't believe in the government doing anything for us, but making sure that we have every right to go out to get the things we need to make our lives better. That's it. That's it. But I'm not stupid enough to believe that socialism won't bring back the times when we had ghettos. We still got ghettos, but what I mean by that is this. Socialism do not give black people the means to go forward and be part of what's going on. What socialism would do is, as government, I'm going to take care of you. You don't have to do nothing. I've got free this. And I just need you just to sit back and let us control your life. Instead of saying, black folks, go out and do your best to try to get here. And if need be, the government will step in. Because come on, people. I mean, we can play this game all we want. But y'all know I ain't got time for that. There's a reason why affirmative action was needed. White men had the jobs. Owners of, they wasn't hiring black people, and y'all know that. So we can sit and play this game if we want to, but y'all know I ain't got time for it, and I'll call it out quick as y'all can believe. But everybody should have the opportunity to have the American dream. Shouldn't get stepped on. Banks shouldn't sit here and go, well, I'm not going to loan money to black people so they can go into their own neighborhood and buy up these stores that everybody else is owning that don't look like me, making all this here money, and that money is not going back into the community. There's also part of the problem. These white politicians, why aren't there any jobs really close, really good paying jobs close to North Minneapolis, where a single mother can get on a bus? That's one of the things that I will be sitting down with Mayor Fry and talking about. You got 4 years, dude, to go find something and bring it in close. They should have put the Amazon. They put that Amazon get up all the way out there in Shakopee. They could have put that Amazon right off Broadway and 280, built that right there, and a single mom could have been right down there. Oh, what do you say? Is anyone helping with the Linux-based cash? I have not. You know what? I have not seen anyone talking about that here in Minneapolis. Now in St. Paul, they've got something on the books, which I don't think that they're going to be talking about anymore because Melvin Carter is gone, and there's a Hmong. I think she's Hmong mayor in there now. So I don't think that even they're going to be talking about reparations over in St. Paul anymore. But St. Paul has a few things over there that has kind of reparations clinging to it. It's a reparation-based program that you can go through, like to get housing and things of that sort, to get land. They've got something over there, but Minneapolis don't have anything, and I don't know of anyone, bro, that is dealing with or talking about reparations over in Minneapolis. Hell, black people have just got to get off their butt over in Minneapolis, because right now we ain't doing nothing, brother. We ain't even trying to get the buildings. We ain't trying to get businesses. We're not trying to do anything. You know, we don't march to the Capitol to make any noise and try to get things going in the community, whether it's worried about our kids being educated, worried about the violence and things of that sort going on. We don't do nothing, brother. And if everybody want to base everything on reparations, then we got a long way to go before we can even do anything. It's hard enough just to get black people in Minneapolis just to get up to want to do something. Has to happen. Like if a white cop shoot a black man, it don't take but 3 seconds to get 300-400 black people out in the street. But to get your kids to want to be educated, to go and sit in these town hall meetings and talk to them about educating our kids, or going to these school board meetings to talk to them about educating our kids, you ain't getting nobody. Not nobody, as my grandfather would say. Not nobody. That's not helping. Thank you, Crystal. I appreciate that. Hopefully, like I said, you know, once everything's settled down, I know she's busy. She's got a lot to do. She's got a lot on her hands. But I hope after that she gets back with me and we get an opportunity. She can come to the church, sit down with me, and then we can talk about where Ward 5 needs to go. But again, Mayor Fry won. Congratulations. That's what we wanted. That's what I was going for. That's what I was pushing for. And no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But in his winning, we have the socialists who was tripping out today, right? They came on my page and let me know how they felt about me. F you. That's exactly how they feel about me. And I knew it. I knew who was going to give me the biggest pat on the back from the socialist side. Well, pat meaning a knife in my back. D.A. Bullock showed up. I knew more than likely because he didn't like a tweet that I put out. And I put a tweet out about Jeremy Ellison. Back in the day, Ward 5 had a liquor store on one side, and it had this just stopped happening. But Ward 5 was the worst ward in the state of Minnesota at one time. Every time you turn around, somebody was getting shot at the gas station or at the liquor store. And under Jeremy Ellison, he didn't give a damn, literally. I've told y'all the story when Representative Paul Monotony came all the way from Elk River and walked into that liquor store with me and to ask them to shut it down, to close the doors. Because there was a shooting outside the parking lot the night before we went, right? 38th and Lindale. Anywhere on Broadway in Ward 5 was one of the most dangerous drives you can take in the city of Minneapolis. It was. It was. There was a time when I would tell people, don't go down Broadway because you don't know who's going to get shot. Black man trying to stop right there on Broadway and Oliver. Ward 5 got shot. The kid that we did all of that for Christmas. Kid was coming home talking to his mom on his cell phone. The bullet went off, wasn't even meant for him. Before this kid's cell phone hit the ground, he was dead. I can keep going. Go through Ward 5. You see all of these here teddy bears and hearts and balloons tied to tree after tree after tree after tree after tree. Those are shootings. Those are killings. And D.A. Bullock is going to try to tell me, of all people? I found a body. Look at the news. There was a body in the garbage can next to my church. When they roped off the area, they pinned the tape to the backside of my church. D.A. Bullock can kiss my ass. Dude, only thing, and then he want to come on here today talking about having a conversation. You can't have a conversation with this numbnut because he's always right. He don't want to have conversation. What he wants to do is he wants to criticize you. He wants to call you names, and he wants to make sure that he's always right. I read all his crap that he put on here. I read all his crap he put on here. He's a Democrat. And he hates when I talk about the Democrats. So he's upset because I posted a picture of Fry and myself. I took a picture. I got a few pictures with Fry. Whether they when he came to the thing that we put together for the park. Got a few pictures. That's why I was asked, Bullock, which one do you want? Which picture do you want me to put you up, Fry? I supported Fry his last time he ran. Why are they so upset now? You didn't say anything to me the last time Fry ran, and I got behind him. Didn't say a word. But all of a sudden now, I'm homophobic. I'm what do you call it? I'm racist towards Somali people. They tried to hang that on me. These people are a waste of time. They lost. Shut the hell up. Go find a damn hole. Stick your head in there and stay there for 4 damn years. All of you. All of you. Now, stay there for 4 years. Just stick your head in the sand and shut the hell up. We don't want to hear nothing from you all no more. No more. Y'all not even worth the air that you breathe. So, let's rip this up. I feel sorry for Jazz Hampton. And some of you probably know one of the things that I did with Jazz Hampton is Jazz came to my church. I got the picture of that too. It's funny how D.A. Bullock didn't say a damn thing about the picture that I posted with Jazz when he came to my church. When I set up meetings with the black pastors of the community to give Jazz some type of guidance on which way to go and what he should do. He didn't say anything about that. But all of a sudden, they all mad and upset now because Fry won. Shut the hell up. Seriously. But I feel sorry for Jazz because I believe Jazz, in some ways, Jazz didn't know what he was doing. He didn't realize the nastiness and the ugliness of the stink that he has on him right now. Because, see, the way this thing was supposed to work, right? Jazz, they thought, would come in, for Todd, would come in and they was like, oh, well, Jazz can come in, Jazz can go out and talk to the black people. Jazz can go out and get the black vote. See, the problem with Jazz going out to get the black vote, nobody knew him. Just like when he sat in that room with those black pastors, the meeting I put together with the black pastors with Jazz, and they told Jazz point blank, we don't know you. We don't know what you're about. We don't know where you came from. And they told the black pastors, told Jazz point blank, we won't vote for you. Point blank, told him that. That exactly what they told him. Black people told Jazz, we ain't voting for you because we don't know you. We don't know. You ain't done nothing for the community. We ain't seen you nowhere. You ain't talked to nobody. You don't know mama and thems. So we can't vote for you. So I knew going into that situation, there's no way in the world. I don't care if Jesus himself would have came down and lowered Jazz into the voting booth and say he is anointed. Jazz was not winning. He was not. So DA, stop it. Stop it with that. Stop being ignorant. Ignoramus. That's what you're doing. Stop it. You know as well as I do, just like I typed on Twitter today to you, that Jazz was never, Jazz Hampton, hold on, let me make sure y'all understand this here. Jazz, there was no way in hell Jazz Hampton was going to win. I'm going to tell you why. When you're running for a seat and you're serious about that seat, you want to be number one. But Jazz let Fatat and Davis talk him into being ranked number 3. If I want to win, if I want to be the mayor, why in the world would I want to be ranked number 3? Make me understand that. Oh, well, let's rank him number 3. I don't want to be ranked number 3. Fry said, rank me number 1. Fry was ranked number 1. Rank me why would you want to be ranked 1? Why would you let people talk you into coming into a situation and being ranked number 3? Because Jazz wasn't there to win. Jazz was there to try to bring the black vote on board. That's why. That's why. Jazz was willing to be stanked up, messy, dirty, because he thought that if Fatat win, Fatat is going to put him somewhere in that administration. And for a job, I guess I can go down to the lowest of the low. I can go to the dirtiest of the dirty. I can go down to the funkiest of the funky for a job. I can be used. That's what happened to Jazz. Now, Dwayne was never going to win. What? Let me back this up. In some corners, Jazz had a better shot than Dwayne. But Dwayne didn't go in there to win. Fatat was like, I have a hard time with the gay community. The gay community, the LGBT community, knows exactly how I feel about them. They know how my culture thinks about them. Even though I'm with the socialist Democrats or the Democrats, even though I'm with them, but deep down inside, y'all know how I feel about you. So Fatat is like, what can I do to get the gay LGBTQ on my side? Ding. Dwayne Davis. Matter of fact, I can maybe knock out two birds with one stone. He's black and he's gay. Now think about it. See, y'all. That's why I keep telling y'all, if y'all gonna come over and hang out, y'all gotta put your thinking hats on. You gotta sit back for a second. You gotta hear what I gotta say. Think about this. I've been waiting to put this out. I was zipping my lips. So Dwayne Davis is gay, correct? So now, look at this here. So Fatat is like, rank me number one. Why? Because I got the Smarleys on this side. I've got Dwayne taking care of some of the black people, because a lot of black people don't mess with Dwayne, and the gay crowd. And I got Jazz to bring up the rear with the rest of the black folks. And I'm all good with the liberal white folks who, looking at me going, if I help him get in, guess how much more power we get? This was rigged, people. It just didn't turn out the way they thought it was going to turn out. They thought they had all of everything wrapped up in a little bow, and they was just waiting to open up the present, and it was going to say, Mayor Fatat. And Dwayne was like, I get a job. And Jazz was like, I get a job because look at what I did. But the people were like, nah, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're not putting that dude ahead of us. And it had nothing to do with racism. Stop it. These socialists, y'all going to see that crap. You're going to see that crap all over now. Oh, they were being racist towards him. You're going to see that crap everywhere. That's going to be the new play. They were being racist towards him. Nobody was being racist towards a cat. Number one, nobody, again, they didn't want socialists. Number two, they didn't want that mindset running this here state. Period. But Dwayne and Jazz, and I don't know what we're going to do about Jazz now. Because I've been talking to some people, and they're like, Rev, we can't do anything with this cat anymore. You know what it's going to take to clean him up? Because he wrapped himself into that crap with Dwayne. Because Dwayne can't even run for dog catcher. Dwayne is done. Not that he had a political future anyway. Because he wasn't going to win as mayor. That wasn't going to happen. So Dwayne is completely done. Dwayne needs to go somewhere, find a dark room, open the door, and just go in there and never show his face around town. Ever. Ever. That's how bad Dwayne is. City pooper, picker, upper, he would not get the job. That's how bad Dwayne is. Because we saw Dwayne coming a mile away. Coming a mile away. So Dwayne's political aspirations is done. He will never. I mean, what did he get? Like 19,000 votes or something like that? He will never be in politics ever again. And if he ever get into politics again, whomever running for him against him, I will be the biggest cheerleader of them you ever seen. Dwayne has no business being in politics. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that I did anything, but those socialists that was on my get up that didn't realize that, Rev got a little bit of power. A little. I didn't say I got much, but I got enough. Y'all could have learned your lesson when I got Philippe Cunningham out of there. That y'all should have learned your lesson then, but you didn't. May not be the power that you think, but it's enough to get the job done. I can call in, I can get on my phone and call certain people and certain things to start happening. So you can sit there and, what do you care for? What do you this and what do you that? Because I've got people in that area that I give a damn about. That's important to me. So as long as I can will the little magic dust that I got, bring it. Let's see. Bring it. Bring it. Like I said, but Fatat knew what he was doing, right? It's always with these people. It's always a scheme somewhere. It is. It is. Stop it. Sit there and go, oh, Rev's being racist. I don't give a flying jack what you call me tonight. But it is. There's billions of dollars right now sitting overseas that could help, that probably could have gave to people in that community an opportunity to start a business to hire some black folks. That money is sitting overseas because of the Democrats, because of the white liberals. Let these people come through and rake the system like no other. And they tried to do it during this election because that was the scheme. Fatat used Davis and he used Jazz to try to be the mayor of Minneapolis. Those are facts, people. Those are facts. And this is what I'm talking about. That mindset. The mindset is never to work with people. It's never to unite anybody. It's never to pick everybody up. It's always a selfish type of mindset. Because, right, like I said, Dwayne can never run for anything. He's done. Find a dark room, open the door, go there, never to be seen again. Jazz, we've got to find a way to clean him up. Because that is a smart young man. I wouldn't have ran him around town if I didn't think he was worth something. I believe he got into a bad situation with two snake oil salesmen. A young kid like that. That's what happened. That's what happened. So I've got to get Jazz, like he and I talked about. We're going to let this stink wear off of him a little bit. And we're going for the plan that we talked about. He is going to be at every rally. He is going to schools. He is going to churches. He is going to barbershops. He is going to beauty shops. He will be on 38th and Lindale, Penn. He will be all up and down Lindale. He will be all up and down Broadway. We're going over to South. We're going over to the East. We're going over to Northeast. Anywhere in Minneapolis that this man needs for people to be able to say, I know him, we're going. We got to clean him up, man. This kid, I believe, and I've said this, I believe this kid is the future. I believe it. And when Fry is gone, we need someone to be that future. And that's where it starts. So we got to get him cleaned up. We got to get him cleaned up. Because like I said, what Fatat and what this DSL socialist group has done to this kid is pathetic. And if y'all don't see it, then you're not looking hard enough to understand what I just told you tonight. They use this kid because that is the mindset of these people who come here. They're not here to help. They're not here to pick up. They're not here to be a part of. They're here to dominate and take over. And whatever they have to do they fraud, steal, destroy, scheme, they're going to do it. So y'all need to open your eyes and start looking at this stuff. And then when people talk to you about it, you need to go, hold on, let me take 5 seconds and see for myself. And do your research. So you can be up. So when you see the game, you can sit there and go, that's bullshit. That's a game. But that's the game that was played in this election. Dwayne wasn't winning nothing. He knew it. All his votes, once he was eliminated, which he was supposed to go over to Fateh. Same thing with Jazz. Once he's eliminated, all his votes were supposed to go, and that is how he was supposed to win. That's how this game was supposed to be played. Unfortunately, some people was like, I'm good. I'm gonna go back with Fry. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Thank goodness the scheme, the fraud was sorted out and people saw it. And now you understand why I was fighting so hard to make sure that Fry got back in. And I know people was like, well, it's the worst of two evils. Agree. There's things Fry should have been doing, he didn't do. No knock warrants. He lied. He flat out lied. And because Fry lied, he has blood on his hand from Amir Locke. Fry got that boy murdered. I can sit here and say that to you right now. But then you say, well, if he did all that, Rev, it was that bad, well, I'm going to put it, and if he's that bad, then why did you want to vote for him? Because socialism is much worse. There will be more people dead, especially black people. We would have put somebody in office that wouldn't have given a damn. The talk is good, but the mindset isn't. I can tell you what you want. It's just like the theory I told you the other night with these DSL DS socialists, DSA socialists, whatever you want to call them. I called them the cuckoo bird. Look up the cuckoo bird. The cuckoo bird is a bird that takes his or her eggs, put them in other birds' nests, and that bird takes care of that cuckoo bird. And when that cuckoo bird is old enough, that cuckoo bird kills all the other birds in that nest. And then that cuckoo bird flies off. That's what the DS, DA, DF, D, whatever socialists did. Nobody knew these boneheads. We knew them as activists. There's a bunch of activists that are on the city council that needs to go, and that's going to be my next thing. Ward 2. That's my goal. The next time there is a vote for the city council, there's going to be 2 that I'm going after. Jason Chavez, he's got to go. Jason Chavez, he's got to go. Ward 2, you got to go. Those are the 2 right now, but there's Ward 8 who just decided that they want to screw their area up. Ward 6 is bad. Ward 7, Katie, they voted her out, but she was a good person. And then Ward 8, they put in another socialist activist. That's what he is. He's an activist. But the next goal is Ward 2, Jason Chavez. If I can go down there in Ward 10 and find somebody who want to run against this cat, that's the goal. And to clean up Jazz. Get Jazz cleaned up enough to where next cycle we can put him up for mayor. But we got to get those. What y'all don't understand, Crystal said, Jason has to go. Jason is the worst. Jason is the worst city council. The worst city council I have ever seen. This dude is worse than Philip. I thought Philip Cunningham. I thought Philip was one of the worst. That's why we had to get rid of him. That's why Philip Cunningham had to go. That's why Vita is in his seat right now. I have never seen anything like Jason Chavez. Ever. In the whole time I've been here, in that city council seat, he is the worst. If we can find somebody, and that's going to be the goal. If I got to go knock door to door, do you want to run for city council? Well, let's get you out there. Let's get the people to know you. Let's go shake some hands. Let's go to kiss some babies. If we got to go walk some dogs, I'll walk right along with you. But he has to go. Period, point blank. The worst. I've never seen anybody as bad as this cat is at that city council level. And y'all wonder why Minneapolis is as bad as it is. He is worse. I thought Jamal Osman was bad. I did. He has the worst over there in Ward 6. He has the worst ward. It was 5. It was Jeremy. Regardless of what D.A. Bullock tried to put on my page, D.A. know I'm right. He knows where all the killings, all the shootings. He knows where all the drug deals go down. He knows where the prostitution is at. He knows that. Ward 6 is bad. It is. There was a time when Ward 6 and Ward 5 was fighting each other to see who's going to be the worst. And I thought Jamal Osman was one of, but I come to realize Jason Chavez is the worst city council. There is no reason for this guy to be on that city council. None. He's an embarrassment to the city of Minneapolis. But we won. We won. I'm happy. And one of the things that Mayor Fry better believe is for 4 years, he got me to seriously deal with. I am going to hold his feet to the fire. To the fire. Because if I hadn't got out and did what I did to try to get all these black folks up to vote for him, and we done saved his damn ass, and he want to play with me, because I'll pull up to your house. Don't ever get me wrong. I mean, we can be friends. Like I told you, I'm the nicest. I get anybody who met me. Ask anybody who have ever met me and dealt with me. I'm the nicest person you ever want to meet. I am. But if you throw a rock at me, don't turn around. I beg you not to turn and try to walk away. Because then I got to hit you in the back of the head. See, I want to throw the rock back at you so you can see who threw the rock. Don't turn, because I will hit you in the back of the head. See, people be sitting there going, well, Rev, you're a church man and you're this and you're that. You know what I've learned about people? You know what I've learned about people? I've learned that people expect me to treat you with respect, to love my neighbor, to give all the joy out of my heart, but you treat me like a piece of shit. That's what I've learned. So if I'm going to be judged, I'm going to let him judge me. But I'm getting your ass. Period, point blank. I'm not one to play with. You want me to be nice to you? Then be nice to me. You want to come on my page and call me names and try to put me down? You go to hell, I'm going under hell. If you want to walk through hell, I'll walk through it right along with you. Like I told y'all, I've learned how to deal. That's why I tell y'all, don't talk to nobody on my page, especially if they're coming after me and they're calling me names. Because y'all don't know how to deal with Satan. I know how to deal with Satan. I can walk through hell and come out and smell just like roses and not even be burnt. I can. Yea, do I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I feel no evil. So when I get people on my page, leave them alone. I don't need y'all. Y'all just sit back and watch the show. Because the minute y'all get in there, you get burned, and then now you want to be the victim and crying, and then they think they won. That's all they want. Half of them only comes over on my page and act a fool because they want me to block them. So then they can go all over the internet talking about, look at Rev. He just don't like it when people tell them the truth. He don't like it. No. So don't. That's why I said leave him. Don't mess with him. Y'all don't know how to deal with Satan. You ain't never walked with the devil. I have. So when these people come on my page and say, hey, Rev, I bet you won't come down here to hell. I bet you won't come down here to hell with me. I'll be like, psst, hold the door. Hold the door. And then they would go, oh, wait a second. You're not supposed to be like that. You're supposed to be a man of God. You're not supposed to come all the way down here to hell. Wait a minute, Rev. You're going below hell. I can't go down there with you. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Oh, what is this? Somebody put up the Minneapolis Other interesting thing happened in Minneapolis. The most racial divide part of the city appeared to be politically decoupled from one another. Somebody just put something on my get up here. Who is this guy? Joey. Anyway, so, hey, look at that. I did that in under an hour. Under an hour. I'm done. No, I'm done. I'm sticking to an hour. That's it. We're good. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So now, like I said, what we have to do now in Minneapolis is we got to target those city council seats. And in 4 years, we have to have somebody ready to run as mayor and be ready to win as mayor. We've got to get a hold of the Democratic Party so they can rein in their white liberals. So this is what needs to happen. They got to rein in these white liberals who want power. The Democrats have to clean up their mess. Because what the Democrats have let happen, because they want power, they let these socialists and these activists come in on a Trojan horse. They're the ones that want to defund the police. They're the one who wants to get rid of the fire. The fire chief, when they talk about public safety, this group, watch this here. This group, hey, good night, Crystal. Hey, Crystal, thank you very much. Like I said, I so appreciate you. You know, I love people that I can reach out to, can help me out. That's what this is about, right? Like I said, I don't try to do everything on my own. If somebody can help me, man, I will reach out to you so quick it's not even funny. And that's the good part about knowing a lot of people. Because I know so many people, this person does this person know this person, so I can reach out here, reach out there. So, Crystal, appreciate you tonight. Appreciate you tonight for doing that for me. And hopefully, like I said, I can make contact with her, and then we can sit down and talk and have a chit-chat about how Ward 5 needs to change and the changes that needs to happen in Ward 5. Because, you know, my church kind of pays her salary a little bit with that. But anyway, fam, so was there anything else? Oh, if anybody, like I said, I know everybody's hurting right now. I understand that. I get that. But I'm just gonna ask again, if you can help me out with a couple of families who need help and asking for help, I will definitely appreciate that. If you can help me out, if you can just, you know, like I said, canned food, that will be okay. Boxes, water, anything you got that can help me out, I will definitely appreciate it. We only got a couple more days, and then next thing you know, it's going to be Thanksgiving. If you can't help for Thanksgiving, I know Christmas, I know for a fact, there will be no doubt in my mind that I'm going to get a book. So here's what I want you to know, that I'm going to need help for Thanksgiving, and I'm going to need help for Christmas. Okay? So if you can do something to help us out, you can always send to Berean Missionary Baptist Church, 704 30th Avenue North. Berean Missionary. If you want to send a check, you want to send a couple of dollars, send it to Berean Missionary Baptist Church. Attention, Rev. You can write toys. You can write food, write clothes on there, shoot, whatever you want to write on there to where you want your money to go. That's where your money will go. No ifs, no ands, no buts. So again, it's Berean Missionary Baptist Church, 704 30th Avenue North, Minneapolis, Minnesota. So if you can, again, 5, 10, 15 bucks, whatever you can spare, to send us, so we can help these families, and like I said, so we can prepare for the big one when Christmas roll around. Because Christmas, I'm going to be on here every single day for 22 days, begging you all, and I'll put it that way too, begging you all for money. Or should I start a GoFundMe? I don't know how to do that, but I'll start a GoFundMe if you want me to. But I'm just asking those who can help out, if you can please help me feed a couple of families for Thanksgiving, number one. And then if you would mind helping me out. So if you don't want to help out on Thanksgiving, cool. If you can wait and kick in on Christmas, that'd be cool too. But either way, I need your help. So if you know somebody, if you can put that out for me, if you can talk to people, if you go to work, right, and your work has some type of charity or something, and they go, hey, we're looking to help somebody, we're looking to help do something, you can go, hey, I got this reverend that always out here helping the poor, helping the homeless. Maybe we can give it to him. I'll take it. Y'all know me. I'll take anything. Whatever it takes to help these people, I'll take it. So if y'all can help me out a little bit this go around, I will definitely appreciate it. All right. But anyway, fam, I'm out. I'm done for the night. Y'all have a good one. Like I said, y'all keep smiling, because today the sun came out. And it wasn't gloomy. It wasn't lightning and storming and ugly. And the socialists didn't take over. The socialists didn't take over. Anyway, fam, y'all have a good night. More than likely, we'll see you on Friday if I ain't got anything else going on and everything's good. Oh, Friday. Yeah, you know what? Friday, I got to tell you about my doctor thing. I got to tell you how bad on Friday. I'm not going to do it tonight. Friday, I got to tell you guys how bad the medical system is. I'm not kidding. Y'all, I'm serious. Y'all not going to believe what I got to tell you. I'm not kidding. I'll talk to you on Friday. Peace, fam. I'm out.